Let's go, LSU fans. We have a fun red zone breakdown video today. Comment below. I'm interested. Who do you believe will be the best year two or under wide receiver on LSU? You know, a lot of people believe Shelton Sampson's breakout is imminent. It's going to be tough, right? This is a very experienced LSU wide receiver room, and that was a really good play right there by Jair Brown in the cloud right there, breaking that up with Mason Taylor. But will there be a younger receiver that emerges? Because a guy like CJ Daniels, he is starting to play better and better and better. Here he is going up against Joel Rogers. Once again, this is a true freshman going up against a year 5 NFL player, and this is just Cook City, right? Good throw, good catch, so on and so on and so on. So I get this question a lot about, wide receiver breakouts, who's going to be the guy, so on and so on and so on. Well, it's hard when you have a guy like Kyron Lacy, right? And goodness, it's kind of tough to see the jersey number here. It's 29, I believe. This is one of the nastiest routes you will see, okay? You inside release, and Kyron's footwork at the beginning of his route is as good as any, right? A lot of dancing, gets his guy's hips opened up, all right? And then now you're just grabbing, all right? And Kyron has you in a phone booth right now. Is he going this way or is he going this way? And watch this. He sells like he's going this way. Justin Jefferson was the absolute best. He never cheats his route. Fake like you're going this way and then break to the outside. And he should still catch this. This isn't the best ball right here by Rickie, but Kyron would tell you he would need to bring that down, okay? But still, that just shows you how good Kyron Lacy has been in camp. So we know for sure he's going to be the number one guy. And after that, it looks like it's going to be the Chris Hilton, CJ Daniels, and then Xavier Thomas show. But Xavier, of course, is being worked in slowly coming off a hamstring injury. Aaron Anderson has had some really good days at practice here, and this is really well done right here. Oh, man, who threw this ball? I'll tell you, man, Rickie has been stacking some good days at camp. This is really well done, okay? We want to throw this corner route right here. We don't want to throw this in the flat. This isn't really getting us anything. And look at this ball location by Rickie Collins. Bang. Only where he could get it on Kylan Jackson. Excellent stuff right there. But, yeah, when it comes to targets, it's really hard to get them in this LSU offense, all right? So here's Xavier Thomas, hamstring. Obviously, he's bandaged up pretty good right here. And let's see. Oh, man. Let's see. Who was 85? That's a good job right there. Deshaun Spears, continuously putting in good days. He is definitely going to play a lot this year. I would have loved to have seen Xavier one-on-one versus Woodland here. So, Landon Ibietis had a few good plays in practice. Okay. All right, that was Javen Nichols, a walk-on, getting locked down. Who was that? Kind of tough to see. It was a single digit, though. Good stuff. Okay. Oh, now this is this Rickie again? Dude, I'm telling you, man, Rickie has been putting some excellent ball location on tape lately. And this actually is not bad coverage right here by Stamps. Okay? Now, that ball is right there when he's turning. I wish this camera was a little bit wider so we could see when he actually released it. Looks like it's right now. Man, that's really good ball location. Now, the only thing about that is that really game-like? Because are you going to be able to throw a ball that low over the middle? Sometimes, if it is just purely man coverage on that side of the field, but still. Okay. Gah, Nuss. All right. Whip in. It's basically that, but not quite that. And throw it high to where only Pimpton can get it. There's nothing Juwan Johnson can do about it. Let's keep it moving here. There we go. good coverage all around, right? And it goes into a scramble drill, and it finally gets completed, but they're not bad at all. Jair Brown's had some decent days here. So as you can tell, LSU has really used the corner route in the red zone. That's one of their favorite plays. It's pretty common across football. Let's see what happens here. There we go. Now, this is really good stuff right here from, once again, Rickie Collins, okay? Top shelf ball. So, remember earlier we were talking about, the ball being thrown low, right? In the red zone, you got to throw the football high. In other words, Ryan Day calls it top shelving it. All right, we want the ball basically touching this crossbar, and we want our 6'4" receivers catching it at its highest point. That's excellent. That's really, really good stuff from Shelton and Rickie. Good job, Juwan Johnson. Okay, once again, this is one of the walk-on receivers, Jamin Nichols. It's just nasty coverage. It really is. Okay. There's Rickie and Xavion. There we go. Not a whole lot you could do about that. Xavion's just a good player. Ashton Stamps. See Garrett Nussmeier here. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is just excellent stuff. You're just creating traffic right here at this motion, and it picks off Sage Ryan. This is something LSU really struggled with last year defensively, which is passing off routes, right? Just walk-in touchdown after walk-in touchdown after walk-in touchdown. It's just really good stuff right there by Aaron Anderson, getting a little rub right here on Sage Ryan. And that's the thing about Sage. When you look at his coverage, overall, PFF views him as like a decent coverage corner, but it always seems like he's just a little slow to react to things. Okay, right here, this was just a really, really good, rub from Aaron Anderson. But still, now we want to thank our partners of today's video, NOPOD Roofing. Give them a call today. And it's not just roofing, it's siding, it's fencing, tree removal, the whole shebang bang. NOPOD, anywhere in South Louisiana, give them a call for all your home improvement needs.
Things are obviously going to be different when you look at me and Jayden's skill sets are obviously different. That's no surprise. But I think Coach Sloan has done an unbelievable job kind of gelling and meshing this offense into what he wants it to be. So I think you're going to see a very explosive, very exciting offense.
So will there be a QB run game next year? Obviously, that was such a big piece of the first couple of years of the Brian Kelly era with JAYDEN Daniels, and that, of course, you heard was Garrett Nussmeier talking about how different the offenses are going to be, with Jayden out and him in. My thing is this. We've not really ever seen Garrett scramble. I think scrambling is going to be a bigger part of his arsenal going into this next year. It kind of sort of has to be in this day and age, especially with how good LSU's wide receivers are. So I do believe you will see Garrett scramble, but there's a difference between scrambling and the zone read game. That was some good video from AYS. I hope the zone read game could be something. It doesn't have to be spectacular. Just have it be a threat because it's such a big piece of what LSU wants to do. Now, you don't need the zone read game, but it does help out your offensive tackles. It helps out your entire team when you have that QB run threat. So I want to show you this rep right here, and this is going to be very interesting. So Chris Hilton on, the quick throw right here to the outside. I want you to take a look at this rep right here. And look, this is going to be a big piece to Kamarion Pimpton's growth. It's just the physicality, right? In high school, he was a receiver. This was a little out of control right here by Joel Rogers. But this next year, it would be nice to see Pimpton not catch blocks, right? We'll take a guy going out of control because he's never making this tackle, just flying into people. But you see, you don't want to catch it. You want to engage. Like what you see right here from Kyron Lacey, who's got this defender right here in a phone booth right there. That's Major Burns. So you want to see that physicality from your guys out wide. Obviously, I'm playing this at a little bit of a slower speed. Man, this is good stuff right here. This is Colin Hurley handed the football off to Caleb Jackson. This looks like Kari Lee, the third string center right here, true freshman. Good little cutback run. So you're actually getting to see some physicality here at practice, some actual hitting. Now, they're not taking people to the ground, obviously, but still. It's a very interesting dichotomy, though, the QB run game. If you have an elite offensive line, which LSU does, you really don't need it, but you still would like it to be something. Now, it'll never be like it was with Jayden, but still, you'd like to see it. Now, this is welcome to the SEC right here. JVR Suggs comes from Grand Valley State. So you go from Grand Valley State to now you're going up against Will Campbell, right? You're going up against an actual pro here. And let's see. This is interesting, all right? The big debate right now is who is the backup center. You actually see Garrett Dellinger here as the backup center. Will Campbell right here. Looks like Pimpton or Trades Green. Yeah, it's Trades Green right here. I want you to watch this rep right here by Will Campbell. Throw this guy out the club. And that who is the right guard here? Or left guard. Let's see. 77? Is that who that is? Still, I want you to see this from Will. Just throw him out and look at the emotion. Man, dude, this guy is one of one, man. An offensive lineman wearing 7. Look at that. You can tell he still loves it. My favorite interview ever on PHL was with this guy right here. It's floating in the top right corner of your screen. I'm interested to see what John Emery's going to do. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so you have 2 true freshmen here. Atkins and McKinley. Let's see. He's sitting on this double, trying to split it. So here we go. We got Dominic McKinley right here sitting on a double team. Debo right here. How big will John Emery be on this team? It looks like he's going to be a pretty big piece of this offense, right? But the Rickie Collins zone read game is just there, right? It's a big piece of what Rickie is. Now, he's not a Jayden level runner, but he's a pretty good runner. And you get the handoff here to Caleb. This is going to be interesting what Bo Davis wants to do with his DTs. Do you want your DTs to penetrate? You see a puller right here, Emory Jones coming around. I'm not a huge fan of over-penetration from, your defensive tackle because it just opens up gaping holes in the running game. Looks like we have Tylen Singleton back here as well. The camera angle is a little too tight to see anything. There's a BK right there. This rep right here, once again, the angle's a little too tight to see everything. This was actually really good right here by Braden Swinson. Setting this edge. Is that Swinson right there? It's a 1, so I'm gonna go with yes. Let's see. Sets the edge, 2 gaps it. That's actually not bad. You just got to disengage and make the play versus a pro right here. That's actually not bad at all by the defense right there on that rep. Big shout out to the No Off Season Sports Card Network. Very proud to be a part of it. I do want to point out that Blake Baker did hit the podium. He said some very specific things that I won't get into, but we will on our next live stream. So you guys know the live stream schedule by now, so we hope you check it out, okay? It is Pow Out LSU Bell. And tonight we are doing chicken enchiladas. Let's go.